James Turner for the untouchable true school sports. Let's go, baby. Bow!
Be careful what you wish for because it can become a reality.
Yeah. The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. All right, so I wanted to go ahead and sound off on this because this was one of the big stories at the weekend. And, you know, when you talk about British boxing these days, you know, Ben Whittaker, for better or for worse, I think has been one of the most polarizing figures in British boxing. I know that British boxing culture, many times it can be frowned upon to be, loud or flashy or, be, kind of like taunting your opponents in the ring. Ben Whittaker does all those things. So because of that, naturally, he draws a lot of hate. But really good fighter, medaled in the Olympics, Olympian, a lot of natural gifts, a lot of natural talent. So there's been a big microscope on this guy since the day he turned pro. And this past weekend, he had a step-up fight against Liam Cameron. Now, I'm not going to sit here and cap or fake the funk or act like I know everything about Liam Cameron. I didn't know a whole lot about Liam Cameron. But, I went back and did my research, did my homework. Good fighter. Good fighter domestically. Been Commonwealth champion. Fought Lyndon Artur to a split decision in a fight that a lot of people thought that he had a case to win. And yeah, just a good fighter domestically in the UK. Has had the backing of a major promoter, so maybe that might have hindered his development. But still, good fighter domestically, and damn sure to this point in Ben Whittaker's career, the first proper test. All the other guys Ben Whittaker's fought to this point have been, for lack of a better term, cannon fodder opposition, or as we say here on True School Sports, cans. They haven't been really anything to write home about. So this guy, Commonwealth champion, competent professional, good fighter. This is something that for Ben Whittaker at this stage, you want to take this fight, and he got absolutely exposed. There's no two ways about it. Ben Whittaker looked every bit like, I hate to say this, but he looked like a hype job. He looked like a guy that's just not ready to ascend to the next level, because this is a guy in Ben Whittaker that in past interviews I've heard him say that he wants to be the greatest fighter in the history of British boxing, which is a big claim because UK has a big long tradition in boxing. So you're not going to be that if you can't get by, no disrespect, these Liam Camerons, these guys that are just, good, solid domestic level competition. And forget all that. Forget all of his ambitions. I think there's a deeper problem with Ben Whittaker, just based on the fight, because really and truthfully, this is the first time somebody's really, gone in his shit and punched him in the mouth, properly in boxing. And when that happened, it's easy to showboat and it's easy to look good when you're beating these guys that you're so much better than, that don't punch you back. But when you finally get asked those questions and get put in real adversity, that's when you're gonna find out who's who. Like the great quote says, adversity introduces a man to himself. And I think Ben Whittaker was introduced to himself in the ring, and it wasn't good what he saw. It wasn't good what was found out in there. I'm not saying he can't get better. I'm not saying he can't improve, but in my opinion, I thought he quit. I thought he quit in the fight. I thought this was very reminiscent to me of like when Javier Fortuna fought Adrian Granados all those years ago, and he faked an injury to get out of a fight in the middle of a fight. Same principle. I haven't seen something this bad since then, honestly. Ben Whittaker, I think, for better or for worse, started to believe his own hype. I think he started to maybe not round out the parts of his skill set that he needed to round out, and he got too comfortable fighting these overmatched opponents, and he got found out. Liam Cameron was pressing him. Liam Cameron would look the physically stronger man. Liam Cameron switched to southpaw, shifted mid combination to southpaw, and clipped Ben Whittaker with a straight left hand. I mean, there was a lot made of Ben Whittaker from what he was saying about Liam Cameron, because Liam Cameron was calling himself the Sheffield version of Artur Beterbiev, which is kind of funny. And obviously he's not Beterbiev, but, he did a great account of himself, and he's put himself on the map now. This is a guy that didn't have a lot of promotional backing. Now he's with Frank Warren, so good for him. Good for him. I'm glad he finally gets something out of boxing, because he's had a hard career. But Ben Whittaker, he's got to do some soul searching. It's not easy to be that as young as he is with the amount of expectations he has, and everyone telling you you're really good, or you're the future of the sport. It's not hard. It's not easy. It's hard for fighters to deal with these kind of things. So I'm not gonna criticize him so much, but you know, I gotta call, you know, a spade a spade. He looked terrible in the fight. He has a lot of things to work on. And you know, I still think he could come good in his career and be a good fighter. You know, he has he had a lot of natural ability. He's obviously very skillful and creative and whatnot. But you know, natural ability and being creative and skillful, that's only part of the equation. That's not the equation itself. You need to have a lot of things to be a world-class championship fighter. You got to have mental fortitude, mental resolve. You got to have obviously the skills. You got to have you know, the ability to make adjustments, you know. And I don't think right now at this stage of his career he has those things. Maybe later on down the road he will have those things, but right now he doesn't. And anybody who wants to call him a hype job or say he's overrated, you're well within your rights to do so, you know, because that's what he looked like. Even for me, I like Ben. I had the honor and opportunity to meet and interview Ben one time back in Florida early last year. I like him a lot. You know, I really do want to see him do well in boxing, but he's got a lot of things to work on, and I hope he works on them, because I think the sport of boxing, the light heavyweight division would be better off with the best version of Ben Whittaker than without. I think he brings a lot of things to the game that the sport needs, but one thing that needs to be said is that he needs to develop mentally as a person and as a fighter so that he can be the best version of himself. Because right now I see a guy that's just not mature enough to handle the position he's in right now, and I hope that he gets to it. And as far as them doing a rematch, Liam Cameron and Ben Whittaker, I think that's the only that's righteous, that's fair, that's just. You know, Liam Cameron was beating his ass and on his way to probably a stoppage victory before Ben Whittaker did the whole WWF Kane Undertaker Royal Rumble shit and threw him over the ropes. So yeah, they got on that back. But what do you guys think? What did you make of Ben Whittaker versus Liam Cameron? I feel like Liam Cameron was screwed by Ben Whittaker, and you know, it was a draw. I feel like it should have been his moment in the sun, and it was taken from him because Ben Whittaker looked for a way out. But good things have happened. He's got now a promotional deal with Frank Warren. People know who he is. He's got a True School Sports video now, so you know his stock is going up. So congratulations to him and all of his success. And for Ben Whittaker, you know, just definitely keep your head up, but you know, do some soul searching and figure out why it is you fought so poorly, and try to address that as soon as possible, because I want to see Ben Whittaker reach his potential. I like him a lot, you know, so I'll leave it at that. Leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. I'm at the Boxing Hall of Fame out here in Canterfield, New York. And for more great boxing content just like this video, make sure you click and subscribe right over here.